short. He's gone 40 yards, he finds Ronaldo. Ronaldo reclaims his stage.
In the summer of 2003, a single football match changed the course of history for one of the sport's greatest talents and one of its most storied clubs. A young, wiry teenager from Madeira, with a flair for the dramatic and a hunger for greatness, stepped onto the pitch and left an indelible mark. That teenager was Cristiano Ronaldo, and the club was Manchester United. This is the story of the match that convinced Sir Alex Ferguson to sign a relatively unknown Portuguese winger, a decision that would reshape football. Welcome to the match that made Manchester United by Cristiano Ronaldo. Buckle up, because this is a tale of raw talent, tactical genius, and a transfer that changed the game forever. The backdrop: Manchester United in 2003. To understand the significance of this match, we need to set the stage. It's 2003, and Manchester United are at the peak of their powers under Sir Alex Ferguson. The Red Devils had just clinched their 8th Premier League title in 11 seasons, a testament to Ferguson's relentless pursuit of excellence. With stars like Ruud van Nistelrooy, Ryan Giggs, and Paul Scholes, United were a juggernaut. But there was a problem brewing. David Beckham, the club's golden boy, had departed for Real Madrid after a falling out with Ferguson. United needed a new spark, a player who could electrify the right flank and fill the void left by Becks. Across the continent, in Lisbon, Portugal, a young Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro was making waves at Sporting CP. At just 18, Ronaldo had already earned a reputation as a prodigy in the Primeira Liga. His dazzling footwork, blistering pace, and audacious flair caught the eye of scouts across Europe. But in the summer of 2003, he was still a rough diamond, untested on the biggest stages. That was about to change. The match: Sporting CPA versus Manchester United. August 6, 2003. The Estádio José Alvalade in Lisbon is buzzing with anticipation. It's a friendly match, but not just any friendly. This game marks the inauguration of Sporting CP's new stadium, a gleaming monument to the club's ambitions. Manchester United, fresh off their Premier League triumph, have been invited as the prestigious opponents. For Sporting, it's a chance to showcase their talent against one of the world's elite. For Ronaldo, it's an opportunity to prove himself. The atmosphere is electric. The stands are packed with 50,000 passionate fans, and the warm Portuguese evening adds a festive vibe. Manchester United field a strong side, with Roy Keane, Rio Ferdinand, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in the lineup. But all eyes would soon turn to the lanky teenager wearing Sporting's number 28, Ronaldo's early impact. From the opening whistle, Cristiano Ronaldo announces his arrival. Playing on the right wing, he's matched up against John O'Shea, United's dependable but not particularly fleet-footed defender. Ronaldo wastes no time. He picks up the ball near the halfway line, flicks it past O'Shea with a cheeky step-over, and accelerates down the flank. The crowd roars as he delivers a pinpoint cross, narrowly missed by a Sporting striker. O'Shea looks rattled, and Ferguson, watching from the sidelines, raises an eyebrow. Ronaldo's confidence is palpable. His touches are crisp, his movement fluid. He's not just fast, he's unpredictable. A drop of the shoulder here, a double step over there, and suddenly, United's defense is scrambling. He cuts inside from the right, leaving Phil Neville in his wake, and unleashes a curling shot that forces a diving save from Tim Howard. The Sporting fans are on their feet, chanting his name. On the United bench, players exchange glances. Who is this kid? The turning point. The game's defining moment comes when Sporting win a free kick just outside United's penalty area. Ronaldo steps up, his eyes locked on the goal. The wall is set, Howard is poised, but Ronaldo has other ideas. He whips the ball with vicious swerve, dipping over the wall and forcing Howard into an acrobatic save. The rebound falls to a Sporting player who slots it home. 1-0 to Sporting. He jogs back, focused, hungry for more. Ferguson is now fully alert. He leans over to his assistant, Carlos Queiroz, a Portuguese native who's been raving about Ronaldo for months. "Who is this lad?" Ferguson reportedly asks. Queiroz, with a knowing smile, replies, "That's Cristiano. I told you about him." On the pitch, Ronaldo continues his masterclass. He's everywhere, tracking back to defend, outpacing defenders, and tormenting O'Shea, who's having a nightmare of a game. The second half, Ronaldo's dominance. The second half is the Ronaldo show. Sporting go 2-1 up, and while Ronaldo doesn't score, his influence is undeniable. He picks up the ball on the right, nutmegs Gary Neville, and sprints toward the box. United's defense collapses as he slips a through ball to a teammate who misses narrowly. United's players are visibly frustrated, shouting at each other to mark Ronaldo tighter. But it's no use. He's a step ahead. Sporting are 3-1 up, and Ronaldo's at the heart of everything. His work rate is relentless, his skill mesmerizing. He's not just beating defenders, He's embarrassing them. Step-overs, feints, and sudden bursts of speed leave United's backline in knots. Off the pitch, Ferguson is scribbling notes. His players, including Giggs and Scholes, later admit they were urging him to sign Ronaldo before someone else does. The final whistle blows, Sporting win 3-1, but the real story is the teenager who dismantled the English champions. The aftermath, Ferguson's decision. As the teams shake hands, Ronaldo is mobbed by Sporting fans, but the real action is happening on the United bench. Ferguson, known for his decisiveness, has seen enough. He turns to his staff and says, "We're not leaving Lisbon without that boy." The United players, still catching their breath, agree. Rio Ferdinand later recalled, "We were all saying, get him now or we'll be kicking ourselves." Back in the dressing room, Ferguson wastes no time. He instructs his team to contact Sporting's management immediately. The initial plan was to loan Ronaldo for another season, letting him develop at Sporting, but after that performance, Ferguson changes his mind. He wants Ronaldo at Old Trafford. Pronto. Negotiations begin that night, with United offering £12,240,000 sterling, a record for a teenager at the time. Sporting, knowing they've unearthed a gem, accept. The transfer, a new era begins. On August 12, 2003, just 6 days after the match, Cristiano Ronaldo is unveiled as a Manchester United player. He's handed the iconic number 7 shirt, previously worn by legends like George Best, Eric Cantona, and Beckham. It's a bold statement, but Ronaldo, with his boyish grin and unshakable confidence, embraces the challenge. At his press conference, he declares, "I want to be one of the best in the world." The football world chuckles. Ambitious words from an 18-year-old. But Ronaldo would have the last laugh. The transfer sends shockwaves through football. Arsenal, Liverpool, and Barcelona had been sniffing around, but United moved fastest. Ferguson's gamble is clear. He's betting on raw potential, on a kid who turned his defenders inside out in a friendly. It's a risk, but one that would define his legacy. Ronaldo's early days at United. Ronaldo's arrival at Manchester United isn't all smooth sailing. His flashy style, step-overs galore, and a tendency to overplay frustrates teammates and fans alike. In his first season, he scores just 4 goals in 29 Premier League appearances. Critics call him a show pony, more style than substance. But Ferguson sees something others don't, a work ethic to match the talent. Ronaldo spends hours after training, perfecting his free kicks, honing his physique, and studying opponents. By 2006, the transformation is evident. Ronaldo becomes United's talisman, scoring 17 goals in the 2006-07 season as United reclaim the Premier League. His partnership with Wayne Rooney and mentorship under Ferguson turned him into a complete player. By 2008, he's the world's best, winning the Ballon d'Or and leading United to a Premier League and Champions League double. That night in Lisbon was the spark that ignited it all, the legacy of the match. The match on August 6, 2003 wasn't just a friendly, it was a turning point. For Ronaldo, it was the stage that launched him into the stratosphere. For Manchester United, it was the moment they secured a player who would become their greatest modern icon. Over 6 seasons, Ronaldo scored 145 goals in 346 appearances, won 3 Premier League titles, a Champions League, and countless individual accolades. His £80 million sterling move to Real Madrid in 2009 made him the most expensive player in history at the time, but United knew they'd unearthed a legend. That game at the Estádio José Alvalade is now football folklore. It's the story of a teenager who dared to dream big and a manager who trusted his instincts. Ronaldo's performance didn't just win a match, it won him a ticket to greatness. As we look back on that fateful night in Lisbon, it's clear that some moments transcend the game. A single match, a single performance, can alter destinies. Cristiano Ronaldo's display against Manchester United wasn't just a game. It was a statement. It told the world that a star was born, and it convinced Sir Alex Ferguson to make one of the most pivotal signings in football history. From Lisbon to Old Trafford, from a raw talent to a global icon, Ronaldo's journey began with 90 minutes. That changed everything. This is the story of the match that made Manchester United by Cristiano Ronaldo, and the rest, as they say, is history.